Are you training hard, eating clean, following your plan to the letter, and still feel like your muscles aren't recovering the way they should after night workouts? Maybe the problem isn't how hard you train, it's what you eat right after, when your body needs it most. There are foods that not only don't help you, they're actually sabotaging your recovery while you sleep. These are the if you train at night, eat this after for better muscle gains. Number 7. Protein shake, ready to drink, RTD. We start with the most practical option for when you arrive destroyed, and at 10 p.m. you don't even have the energy to open the fridge, let alone cook something. A ready-to-drink protein shake gives you between 20-30 grams of high-quality protein in less than 2 minutes. Zero prep, zero cleanup. Maximum efficiency. Why does it work at night? A landmark study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition in 2012 showed that consuming 40 g of casein before sleep significantly increased muscle protein synthesis during the night compared to a placebo. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Quality RTDs usually combine whey and casein, giving you both fast and sustained protein release. The whey hits your bloodstream within 60 minutes, immediately starting the repair process on those muscle fibers you just destroyed. The casein? That's your slow-release insurance policy. It keeps feeding your muscles amino acids for up to 7 hours while you sleep. Your muscle doesn't sleep, you do. It needs fuel. What many don't know is that muscle protein synthesis remains active up to 48 hours after training. This isn't just broscience. This comes from research by Bird et al., published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise. If you skip this meal, you're leaving hours of potential muscle building on the table. It's like paying for a gym membership and only using it half the time. But here's the critical part. Most people mess up. Not all RTDs are created equal. You need to look for specific things. At least 20 g of protein per serving, ideally 25 to 30 g, less than 5 g of sugar. You don't want to spike insulin right before bed. A blend of fast and slow proteins if possible. Minimal artificial ingredients. Brands like Fairlife Core Power, Premier Protein, or Muscle Milk Pro Series tend to hit these marks, but always read your labels. Keep 2-3 of these in your gym bag at all times. Car breaks down, stuck in traffic, meeting runs late. You always have your post-workout nutrition covered. It's about removing excuses. And here's something nobody talks about, the psychological benefit. When you know you have this safety net, you actually push harder in the gym because you're not worried about the post-workout scramble. Mental game matters. Number 6, edamame. If you're team plant-based or simply want to diversify your protein sources beyond the usual chicken and whey, edamame is a hidden gem that most people completely overlook. 1 cup of cooked edamame has approximately 18 grams of complete protein. And I need to emphasize this: complete protein. This matters because most plant proteins are incomplete. They're missing 1 or more essential amino acids. But soy is one of the rare plant proteins that contains all 9 essential amino acids in sufficient quantities. This puts it on par with animal proteins in terms of muscle building potential. But here comes the interesting part that separates edamame from just being another protein source. Edamame contains isoflavones, specifically genistein and didzine, compounds that, according to research published in Nutrients, 2016, can help reduce post-exercise oxidative damage. Think of it this way: when you train hard, you create both the stimulus for growth and oxidative stress that can impair recovery. Edamame helps with both sides of that equation. Your muscle recovers and protects itself simultaneously. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But doesn't soy increase estrogen and kill my testosterone? Let's address this head on because it's one of the biggest myths in fitness. A meta-analysis published in Fertility and Sterility in 2010 looked at 15 different studies and found no significant effects of soy protein intake on testosterone levels in men. Another study in the Journal of Nutrition, 2007, had men consume soy protein daily for 57 days. Zero impact on testosterone or estrogen. The phytoestrogens in soy are 1,000 to 10,000 times weaker than human estrogen. You'd have to eat absurd amounts to see any hormonal effect. Plus, edamame has about 8 grams of fiber per cup, which keeps you satiated all night without that empty stomach feeling that wakes you up at 3 a.m. hunting for snacks. The nighttime advantage: it's substantial enough to satisfy hunger, protein-rich enough to support recovery, but light enough that it won't sit in your stomach like a brick while you're trying to sleep. Boil water. Throw in frozen edamame. You can buy these at any grocery store. 5 minutes, drain, sprinkle with sea salt and maybe some garlic powder or chili flakes. Done. Total time from freezer to mouth, under 8 minutes. Zero excuses. You can even prep a batch for the week. It stays good in the fridge for 4-5 days. Come home late, grab a container, microwave 60 seconds, eat. Controversial question for comments. Does soy lower testosterone, or is it pure gym myth? Defend your position below. I want to see the science warriors come out. Number 5. Firm tofu. I know some of you are going to make a face when I say tofu. I get it. It's not exactly the most popular food in the bodybuilding community, but hear me out, because the science here is compelling. 100 grams of firm tofu gives you around 17 grams of protein, with only 8 grams of fat, mostly unsaturated. The protein to calorie ratio is actually better than many cuts of meat. The nighttime advantage? Tofu is extremely easy to digest compared to denser animal proteins. Your digestive system doesn't have to work overtime while you're trying to sleep. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that slower but gentler digesting proteins, like well-processed soy, allow better sleep quality compared to heavy red meats that can keep your digestive system active for hours. Here's why this matters. Deep sleep is when your body releases the majority of its growth hormone. If your digestion is interfering with your sleep quality, you're literally sabotaging your gains while lying in bed. Research from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that disrupted sleep can reduce growth hormone secretion by up to 70%. That's massive. You can gain muscle, or you can gain muscle and sleep well. Choose. Tofu nails this balance perfectly. Press out the water first, wrap the block in paper towels, put a cutting board on top with something heavy, wait 15-20 minutes. Then cut into cubes, marinate 30 minutes in low-sodium soy sauce, garlic powder, and sesame oil. Hot pan or air fryer for 8-10 minutes until golden and crispy. What you get? Crispy outside, creamy inside, about 35 grams of protein per block. Pair it with steamed broccoli or bok choy, maybe cauliflower rice, and you have a complete meal in 30 minutes tops. Tofu also contains all 8 essential amino acids, plus iron and calcium, micronutrients crucial for oxygen transport and muscle contraction that many athletes are deficient in without knowing it. Number 4. Chicken breast deli slices. Let's talk about extreme convenience meeting real nutrition. It's 10:45 p.m. You just got home from the gym. You're exhausted. You still need to shower. You have to be up at 6 a.m. You know you need protein, but the thought of cooking anything makes you want to cry. This is where chicken breast deli slices become your best friend. Open fridge, grab package, eat. Problem solved in 90 seconds. The science here is simple but powerful. You need approximately 0.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight in that nighttime post-workout meal, according to research by Schoenfeld and Aragon published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, 2018. If you weigh 80 kilograms, about 175 pounds, you're talking about 32 to 40 g of protein. With quality chicken breast deli slices, 150 g gives you easily 35 to 40 g of complete protein without cooking a single thing. Now here's what makes chicken especially valuable at night. It's high in tryptophan, an amino acid precursor to serotonin and melatonin, neurotransmitters that regulate sleep. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that protein-rich meals containing tryptophan consumed in the evening can improve sleep quality metrics, including time to fall asleep and sleep efficiency. So you're not just feeding your muscles, you're potentially improving the quality of the sleep that allows those muscles to actually recover. But, and this is a big but, not all deli meat is created equal. Most of it is garbage filled with sodium, preservatives, and additives you can't pronounce. Here's what you need to look for. Sodium content, under 500 milligrams per serving. Ideally under 400 milligrams. High sodium can cause water retention and disrupt sleep for some people. No nitrites or nitrates. These are preservatives linked to various health concerns. Many brands now offer uncured or no nitrites added options. Minimal ingredients. The label should basically say chicken breast, water, sea salt, maybe some spices. That's it. Real chicken breast. Not chicken breast meat or mechanically separated chicken. Actual chicken breast. Brands like Applegate Naturals, Boar's Head Simplicity Line, or Organic Prairie tend to check these boxes. Yes, they're more expensive, usually $2-3 more per package, but we're talking about what you're putting in your body every single day. Don't just eat cold deli meat straight from the package like some kind of cave person. Although I've definitely done this when desperate. Quick upgrade. Warm it up for 30 seconds in the microwave. Throw it on a bed of mixed greens with cherry tomatoes, sliced cucumber, and half an avocado. Drizzle with olive oil and balsamic vinegar or squeeze some lemon. Total time, 3 minutes. Total macros, 35 to 40 g protein, healthy fats from the avocado, fiber and micronutrients from the vegetables. Or make a quick wrap. Low-carb tortilla, deli chicken, hummus, spinach, sliced bell peppers. Roll it up. That's dinner. Chicken is one of the highest sources of leucine among all protein sources, around 2.5 g per 100 g serving. Leucine is the key amino acid for activating mTOR, which is the master switch for muscle protein synthesis. Research shows you need about 2 to 3 g of leucine per meal to maximally stimulate muscle building. So when you eat 150 g of chicken breast, you're getting nearly 4 g of leucine, well above the threshold. You're not just eating protein, you're eating the right protein in the right amounts to actually trigger growth. This is exactly what your muscles are screaming for after training. Number 3, tilapia or cod, whitefish. This is where the game completely changes. Pay close attention because whitefish might be the single most underrated protein for nighttime consumption. Digestibility meets protein density in perfect harmony. A 150 g fillet of tilapia has approximately 35 grams of protein with only 4 grams of total fat. Cod, almost identical macros, but what makes the difference isn't just what's in the fish, it's how your body processes it. This isn't heavy, it's precise. Research published in Food and Function, 2014, demonstrated that whitefish proteins have one of the fastest digestion and absorption rates among all animal proteins, comparable to whey protein isolate. Let me put this in perspective. Steak takes 6 hours to digest. Chicken takes 4 hours. Whitefish, 2-3 hours max. If you eat whitefish at 10 p.m., by midnight your body has already sent those amino acids to your muscles, and your digestive system can power down for sleep. Rapid protein delivery, without the digestive burden that interferes with sleep quality. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition, 2013, compared different protein sources before bed. Fish protein showed comparable results to casein, the gold standard for nighttime protein, but with better sleep quality ratings from participants. Whitefish is exceptionally high in selenium, critical for thyroid function and antioxidant defense. One fillet gives you 60 to 80% of your daily selenium needs. Selenium is a component of glutathione peroxidase, one of your body's most important antioxidants. When you train hard, you generate reactive oxygen species that damage muscle tissue. Selenium helps neutralize these before they impair recovery. Whitefish also delivers highly bioavailable vitamin B12, crucial for energy metabolism and red blood cell production. Plus, whitefish contains glycine, an amino acid that research from Japan's Osaka University showed can improve sleep quality by lowering core body temperature. You're getting rapid protein absorption plus recovery micronutrients plus better sleep. Complete package. Pan-sear. Non-stick pan, medium-high heat, spray with oil, season with salt, pepper, garlic powder. 3-4 minutes per side. Done in 8 minutes. Oven bake, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, fillet on parchment paper, season, drizzle lemon juice, bake 12-15 minutes. Squeeze fresh lemon before cooking. The acid neutralizes the fishy smell compounds. Pair with asparagus or green beans, and you have a restaurant-quality meal in 15 minutes that optimizes muscle recovery and sleep simultaneously. If you made it this far, write fish in the comments. Let's see how many actually read up to this point. Number 2, shrimp. This is going to surprise many of you, but shrimp might be the most underutilized muscle-building food in the entire fitness world. Let me hit you with some numbers that will blow your mind. 100 grams of cooked shrimp delivers 24 grams of protein, 1 gram of fat, 0 grams of carbs, 106 calories. Do the math on that protein to calorie ratio. It's absurd. It's basically pure protein in seafood form. To put this in perspective, chicken breast is about 31 g protein per 100 g at 165 calories. Shrimp gives you 24 g at 106 calories. The protein density is actually better than chicken when you account for calories. The nighttime secret? Shrimp is incredibly low in mercury compared to most other seafood. This means you can eat it frequently, even daily if you want, without the health concerns associated with high mercury fish like tuna or swordfish. But here's what nobody talks about, and this is where shrimp becomes truly special. Shrimp contains virtually 0 purines compared to other animal proteins. Purines break down into uric acid, which can trigger inflammation when you eat high purine foods at night, like organ meats or certain fish. Some people experience increased inflammation markers that can interfere with recovery and sleep quality. Shrimp sidesteps this entirely. You get complete protein with minimal inflammatory load. But wait, there's more. A paper published in Marine Drugs, 2017, identified that shrimp is one of the richest natural sources of astaxanthin, a carotenoid antioxidant that gives shrimp and salmon their pink color. Astaxanthin has been shown in multiple studies to reduce exercise-induced muscle damage and improve recovery time. A study in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise, 2011, found that astaxanthin supplementation reduced markers of muscle damage by up to 30% and improved time to exhaustion in endurance athletes. You're getting this naturally in shrimp. Your muscles recover and get antioxidant protection simultaneously. Let's talk preparation speed, because this is crucial. Frozen, pre-cooked, peeled, deveined shrimp. Buy them. Keep a bag in your freezer at all times. When you get home, dump what you need in a colander. Run cold water over them for 2 minutes to thaw. They're ready. Heat a pan with a tiny bit of oil or cooking spray. Throw in the shrimp. Add garlic powder, paprika, cayenne if you like heat. Toss for 2-3 minutes until heated through. Squeeze lemon. Done. Total time from freezer to plate, 5 minutes. Seriously. Or if you buy raw frozen shrimp, thaw the same way. Pat dry. Season, pan sear 2-3 minutes per side until they turn pink. Still under 10 minutes total. Throw them on top of a salad with olive oil dressing. Make shrimp tacos with lettuce wraps and pico de gallo. Mix with zucchini noodles and marinara sauce. Add to cauliflower rice with vegetables for a quick stir fry. Eat them plain with cocktail sauce if you're in a rush. The point is, there's zero excuse not to get your protein in when shrimp is this fast and this flexible. If you have a shellfish allergy, obviously skip this entire section. Don't mess around with food allergies. And as always, if you're introducing a new food that you haven't eaten regularly, start with a small amount to make sure your body tolerates it well. This is just common sense, but it needs to be said. Consult with your doctor if you have any concerns about food allergies or sensitivities. Number 1. Lean beef. Sirloin, 90/10. We've arrived at number 1. And yes, it's lean red meat. I know there's controversy here, but let's look at what the science actually says. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2015, directly compared muscle protein synthesis between different protein sources post-exercise. Lean red meat showed equivalent results to whey protein in activating mTOR, the master regulator of muscle growth. Not similar, equivalent. But here's the real power of sirloin 90/10 at night. This isn't just protein, it's complete architecture. 150 grams of sirloin 90/10 delivers 36 grams of complete highly bioavailable protein, 4.5 milligrams of heme iron absorbed at 15 to 35% efficiency versus 2 to 20% for plant iron, 8.5 milligrams of zinc, full B vitamin complex, especially B12 and B6 1 to 2 G of creatine. Why this matters at night. Iron and zinc are essential cofactors for testosterone production during sleep, specifically between 2-6 a.m. according to research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. Research from the Journal of Nutrition, 2011, found that athletes with optimal iron and zinc status showed significantly better muscle recovery, strength gains, and testosterone levels compared to deficient athletes. Even with identical protein intake, it's not just about protein. It's about the micronutrients that let your body use that protein and maintain optimal hormone production. Red meat is one of the only dietary sources of creatine. A 150 g serving gives you 1 to 2 g, meaningful for maintaining baseline creatine stores and improving recovery between sessions. Won't red meat sit in my stomach all night? Fatty red meat or large portions can interfere with sleep. But sirloin 90/10, only 10% fat, when properly prepared, grilled or pan-seared, not fried, digests in 3-4 hours. If you eat by 10 p.m., it's digested by 1-2 a.m., leaving plenty of time for deep sleep. Cast iron skillet on high heat. Season with salt, pepper, garlic powder. Sear 3-4 minutes per side for medium. Rest 5 minutes. Under 10 minutes total. Pair with cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These contain compounds that research suggests may help optimize testosterone to estrogen ratios. Avoid sugar-laden BBQ or teriyaki sauces that spike insulin before bed and interfere with growth hormone release. Keep it simple. Salt, pepper, herbs. Is red meat at night muscle-building gold or digestive nightmare? Defend your position below. I want real debate, but here's what nobody tells you. These foods optimize post-workout recovery, but eating strategically, right before bed, that's a completely different game that can build muscle while you sleep without storing fat. What you eat at 10 p.m. decides if you wake up bigger or the same. My next video, bedtime meals that build muscle without getting fat, drops in 2 days. Subscribe and hit the bell. Don't miss it. Drop in comments which food you're trying tonight.